Good morning, everybody. This is Stocks Trader for Stoxpoker.com. I'm making a video 25 cent, 50 cent limit Holdem, playing at full tilt, full ring. Their tables, I think, are 9-handed tables. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So it's a 9-handed table. I guess 8 players on the left-handed table, 7 players on the right. Wanted to play a few hands, but more than anything just kind of touch on what I thought was standard style for these limits, what you should be doing as a player if this is where you're playing, and what kind of things you should think about when playing to maximize your profit at this limit, but also to lay the foundation for improving and being able to move up limits. Really, you want to just build a solid base for your poker playing career. You should know that your skill level, if you take the game seriously and if you're trying to improve, is almost certainly going to be put you in as a winner for these limits. Although the rake is significant, so you may not beat it for as much as you think, even though you're going to see people make terrible plays over and over. The number one thing is playing the right range of hands, starting hands, and I don't mean getting the exactly correct cutoff for opening 3 or 4 off the button, but I do mean not playing 40% of your hands full ring, probably not even playing 30% of your hands full ring, although if you play really well, you can maybe approach that number, just because you're always going to have pretty good implied odds, and connected suited cards go up in value. But for the most part, you need to learn how to fold, and that's going to be the number one mistake you're going to see players make at this limit. And by just playing the right set of hands pre-flop, you're going to be way ahead of the game. Now, if you're going to move up, you're going to encounter limits where pre-flop everyone plays pretty much correctly, and you're going to have to get stronger post-flop and in hand reading and in other areas. So that's the number one thing about playing these limits. And then I guess the 2 other concepts that I think are pretty important. Number one is understanding the relationship and the trade-offs between value betting and bluffing. By trade-offs, I mean certain game types of situations, certain hands lend themselves better to value betting, certain hands lend themselves better to bluffing. The game types at these limits almost always are going to favor really, really aggressive value betting, pushing your big hand.